What if for the past 20 to 25 or 30 years of your life, the man whom you've been calling dad is actually not your biological father? What if your mom died while you were just a child and she did not introduce you to your father and you ended up growing as an adult without knowing who your dad is? What if your mom made you to understand that there's a particular man that he has been trying to get into your life, but your mom makes you to understand that that man is not your dad, but in real term that man is your dad, but just because of how the relationship ended up and the man, or probably he denied the pregnancy and is trying to make things up, you as the mother, you are trying to keep him out of your child's life, and you end up dying without your child actually knowing who his or her dad is. What if you actually get pregnant and then get into marriage with another man, telling the other man or making the other man to understand that that child belongs to him, meanwhile deep within you, you know who the child's father is? What if at the end of the day the whole story breaks out? What if? This has actually been going on from one decade to another, and it's becoming very normal where even women who are in love with their boyfriends, but because their boyfriends are broke, there's a rich man who is coming to marry them, they'll actually get married to the rich man and get pregnant for their poor boyfriends and then put it on their husband. And at the end of the day, you see one man is actually doing DNA for his 5 children and all of them are not his. Can we start doing better? Like, we always think about ourselves and what can benefit us, or what you think is good enough for the children. But don't you think that our actions or your actions at times are instead affecting your children's life and not even yours? What if, I'll tell you for a fact, that there are so many ladies or girls who are in abusive marriages or relationships and they're still there because they actually do not have a father figure in their life, so they don't even know the qualities of a good man or a good husband? What if, for a fact, some divorced ladies are actually divorced because they do not actually have a father figure in their life to guide them when they feel lost, because they do not actually know the qualities of a husband in order to treat them well while they were married? What if the abused men that we have today in our society, the abused boyfriends, the abused husbands that are present in our society today, what if it's because they do not have a father figure in their lives to teach them what it is to be a man or a real man, or how to treat a lady, how to care for a lady, how to be a father at home? What if the guys we have in our society, the disrespectful guys who do not respect women, who do not talk well towards women, who do not value women, it's because they do not actually have a father figure in their life to educate them about the importance of women into their lives or in their lives and how to talk and treat a woman well? Would you actually believe that there are so many mentally damaged or psychologically traumatized men on women in our society today, wearing suits and occupying big posts in the government or in every area of a working society, and they are actually leaders and they are actually husbands and wives, they actually have children, but they don't even know how to raise those children properly because they do not have a father figure in their lives? Do we ever take a second to think or reflect on our actions, how it's going to affect the life of our children and our generation? How, because of one lie, how it's going to destroy a whole generation, how it's going to destroy a whole human being, how you're going to create a generation of mentally traumatized and damaged children or adults, and how they're going to spread the abuse, the killings, the hatred, the jealousy, the envy, and so on and so forth. Do you actually think that our actions can actually damage the society? What do you think when that statement of our children is our leaders of tomorrow? What comes in your mind when you as a parent, you as a mother, does not think that your action can actually affect the life of your child negatively just because of one lie? There are so many children, there are so many adults living right up to now. There are so many adults who do not actually know who their dad is. Do you believe it? Even you watching this video, you might be so shocked that the man that you've been calling dad for the past 40 years is not your dad, and your mom is wearing bubu and tying wrapper, sitting like a mother, meanwhile she has been lying to you for the past 30 or 40 years or 20 years. That just because of one decision she made has affected your life. Women, can we really do better than this? Can we do better? Can we stop with the lies? Every day we keep accusing men that men are bad. All men are cheats. All men are this. All men are that. There are some men who are cheating with you. And you get pregnant and put it on another man. You get pregnant and not forgive the man for abandoning you with the child. And don't you know that it affects your child's life and not even your life? What if you engage yourself in a ghastly motor accident, God forbid, and your child ends up not knowing who the dad is? There are times our forgiveness starts from us when we forgive and let go of what has happened, what has transpired, and think of the children that we have, of the child that we have. We have to think of the future of that child, how it's going to affect that child. Can we start introducing the real fathers into our child's life? At least let them grow up a little bit and then call them and talk to them. Our children will always forgive us, the mothers. Children always love mothers. They'll always forgive you if you call your children and tell them that this man that you've been calling that is actually not your dad. Please, I want you to keep this. I'm going to introduce you to your father. And if the man is married somewhere else, you just link both of them. Let them have that fatherly and child bond without the two families knowing anything. I think children will be very happy to know actually where they are really coming from, rather than keeping these lies going on for ages upon ages. And at the end of the day, your actions or our actions will affect the life of our children and will change generations. That's why you see one brother will marry the sister without them knowing. One cousin will marry the other cousin without them knowing. I've actually seen a brother marrying the sister without them knowing, and later on they found out just because of something that happened, that there was no forgiveness. Everybody moved on, and at the end of the day, it affected the children's lives. Now you'll be asking for forgiveness. Do you know how damaging that is? Women, can we do better with all these lies? Can we? Can we start telling the truth? Can we stop all these games? Please, let's do better.